Grand Rising, my beautiful kings and queens. It's your girl Mell B live on Lux Radio Network. It's Monday, November 24th, Motivational Monday, the day we set the tone for the entire week. So today is all about vision, drive, and unstoppable energy. Whatever challenges lie ahead, remember you've got the power to rise above them. Let's step into this week with confidence, purpose, and the mindset of champions. On to our affirmation of the day. Our affirmation reads, I begin this week with strength and clarity. Mondays are about setting the tone. This affirmation reminds us that no matter what lies ahead, we can start strong and stay focused in our purpose. All right, our word of the day is determination, the drive to keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. A perfect word to kick off this week with focus. And our urban slang word or phrase today is level up, to improve, advance, or take things to the next stage. Perfect for Mondays. It's about starting the week with growth, ambition, and stepping into your next chapter. All right, on to our citywide, nationwide, worldwide news. Starting with New York, Mayor Adams faces mounting pressure over migrant housing crisis. Wall Street braces for holiday retail earnings, and major infrastructure upgrades announced for subway modernization. LA, Hollywood studios eye record box office for Thanksgiving releases. LAPD expands community outreach programs, and the city council debates affordable housing initiatives. In Chicago, city council debates budget priorities, major investment announced in green energy projects, and new tech incubator opens downtown. Atlanta, Georgia Supreme Court rules on key voting rights case. Hartsfield-Jackson Airport prepares for record holiday travel, and new affordable housing projects have been unveiled. In Houston, energy sector rebounds with new oil field deals. City launches climate resilience plan and major expansion of medical research facilities. Washington, D.C., Congress faces budget shutdown before recess. Supreme Court hears landmark tech regulation case, and new federal workforce diversity initiative has been announced. Miami, Cuban American community rallies over U.S.-Cuba policy shifts. City unveils climate adaptation plan, and tech startups surge in downtown. Tampa, city launches hurricane preparedness initiative, port expansion projects spark debate, and new affordable housing developments have been approved. Tarpon Springs, good morning, Dad. Local sponge industry celebrates Heritage Festival. Waterfront development plans debated, and tourism rebounds post-storm season. Milwaukee, good morning, Ree. TSA expects record-breaking travel. Adaptive toy helps children with disabilities, and new loan programs help young adults establish credit. In Jackson, Mississippi, Mississippi Museum of Art purchases Frank Lloyd Wright design home. Senate panel considers solutions for homelessness, and $59 million mixed-use housing project announced in Fondren. Vancouver, Canada. British Columbia government scrapes 2013 EV requirement. New improvisational trade deal has been signed, and housing legislation changes spark debate. In Toronto, Canada Post reaches a deal with the union, averting a strike. Finch West LRT set to open December 7th, and emissions report shows reliance on gas power is deepening. Bless up, Jamaica. Kingston, regional colloquium on early childhood education set for November 27th and 28th. Jamaica Stock Exchange hosts market research competition, and the Bank of Jamaica launches sub-tech RFP. Montego Bay, Mega Mart store closure after hurricane damage. Indian community raises $10 million for community for recovery, and J.N. money agents reopen across Western Jamaica. Ocho Rios, MSC Cruises delivers hurricane relief supplies. Port Authority extends operating hours, and cruise port reopens with optimism. Negril, postal operations commence at interim location. $42 million road upgrade has been announced, and work to begin on long-awaited fruit and vegetable market. Cayman Islands, government passes $2.5 billion budget. New CI $10 million waste reduction plan unveiled, and sustainability ministry focuses on recycling and landfill reduction. Bahamas, by-election battle heats up in Golden Isles. Government signs $10.9 million contract for new Dead Man's Cay Airport, and amendments to laws on fetus spark national debate. Nigeria, Tinubu postpones foreign trips amid security crisis. APC faction testifies U.S. Congress on religious persecution. And Naira trades at 1,451 Naira per dollar in official market. Ghana, 388 Ghanaians detained in U.S. since January. And Dangote's daughters step up in the family business. And also the Ghana Navy receives patrol boat from UK government. Good morning, Tito. Weather. Onto our weather right now for our global weather in all of our states and countries. New York. Mostly cloudy, highs around 52 degrees, lows near 44. Light winds with a chance of evening showers. Los Angeles, sunny and warm. Highs near 76, lows around 58, with clear skies overnight. Chicago, cold. Let me get that right. It's cold and breezy, with a highs of 42 and a low of 33, with a possible drizzle late tonight. Atlanta, partly sunny with the highs near 64, lows around 49. Mild with low rain chances later on this evening. Houston, warm and humid with the highs near 78 and the lows around 65. Scattered showers are possible. Washington, D.C., cloudy with a high near 54 and a low around 45. Light rain is expected late this afternoon. Miami, hot and humid. Highs near 84 and low around 74. Isolated showers are possible. Tampa, mostly sunny with a high of 82 and a low around 70. Breezy with low rain chances. Tarpon Springs, sunny with a high of 81 and low around 69 with calm seas and minimal rain. Milwaukee, freezing. I'm just kidding. It's very cold. Highs are only in the low in 38 and the lows around 30. Cloudy with a chance of flurries. And you know that does not mean rain. I'm quite sure it means this white stuff. Jackson, mild and partly cloudy. Highs near 66 with a low of 52 with a calm evening breeze. Vancouver, rainy. High near 48 and low near 41. Showers continue into the evening. And Toronto, cloudy, highs near 46, lows around 38. Light rain possible overnight. Kingston, sunny with the highs near 88 and lows around 76. Humid but dry. Montego Bay, mostly sunny, high near 84, low around 77. Breezy with minimal showers. In Ocho Rios, partly sunny with a high of 83, low of 75 with a chance of showers. Negril, sunny, high near 87 and a low near 76. Humidity is high, but the rain chance is low. Cayman Islands, mostly sunny, high near 84, low around 80, breezy and very low chance of rain. Bahamas, sunny skies, highs near 79 and the lows around 72, dry and pleasant. Nigeria, hot and sunny, highs near 98 and a low of 71, dry air with a moderate AQI. And Ghana, sunny, high near 90, low around 78, humid with light shower risk. All right, on to our sports. Yes, on to our sports. And I'm so nervous about this today because I have made an error to the Cowboys previously. And I repeat, do not want to do that again, or my family is going to disown me. So let me get this out in the air. I would like to congratulate with every soul of my being to the Cowboys. They beat the Eagles 24-21 yesterday. I hope I am still in the good graces of my family because they were not going to let me live this down if I got it wrong again. But no, the Cowboys beat the socks off of the Eagles 24-21. And also, the Packers. The Packers beat the Vikings 23-6. I got those right today. Love everyone. Please. No, I got them right today. Okay. On to the regular scheduling program of the rest of the sports teams. So, Sunday night football, we had the Rams over the Buccaneers 34-7. The Falcons over the Saints 24-10. The Jaguars over the Cardinals 27-24 in overtime. The Browns over the Raiders 24-10. The Patriots over the Bengals 26-20. The Ravens over the Jets 23-10. The Bears over the Steelers 31-28. The Lions over the Giants 34-27 in overtime. The Chiefs over the Colts 23-20 in overtime, and the Seahawks over the Titans 30-24. And tonight, Monday Night Football, we have the Panthers against the 49ers at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, on to our NBA games from yesterday. We have the Lakers over the Jazz, 108-106. The Suns over the Spurs, 111-102. The Thunder over the Blazers, the Trailblazers, 122-95. The Cavaliers over the Clippers, 120-105. The Hawks over the Hornets, 113-110. The Celtics over the Magic, 138-129. The Heat over the 76ers, 127-117. And the Raptors over the Nets, 119-109. Today's games that would be played would be the Pistons and the Pacers at 6 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Cavaliers and the Raptors at 7. The Mavericks and the Heat at 7:30. The Knicks and the Nets at 7:30. The Trailblazers and the Bucks at 8. And the Nuggets and the Grizzlies at 8. All right. Hopefully, I did not mess up anything. I think I got them all. I did double check this morning. So, all right. On to our daily feature for Motivational Monday. Thanks, sis. On to our daily feature of Motivational Monday. Our theme today is the power of small wins. So today we're talking about the power of small wins. Psychology research shows that celebrating even the tiniest success activates the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine, the chemical that boosts motivation and confidence. Howard educators call this the progress principle. It's not perfection that drives us, it's progress. So, thinking about it, finishing one email, choosing water instead of soda, or reading a single page of a book. These may seem small, but each win builds momentum. Studies reveal that people who set one achievable goal on Monday are far more likely to stay productive all week. History reminds us too, after the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, unity didn't happen overnight. It was built step by step through small acts of courage and cooperation. That's the power of stacking wins. So, here's your challenge for today. Choose one small win just for today. Write it down, commit to it, and let it carry you forward. Share it with us if you like, because your win might inspire someone else's breakthrough. So remember, success isn't built overnight. It's stacked one small win at a time. Let's lock in and level up this week, y'all. All right, now this section is our book club section. We are on the last week of 48 Laws of Power. And we are on Monday with the Law 44, which is disarm and infiltrate with the mirror effect. Meaning, by mirroring people's actions, attitudes, or strategies back at them, you expose their behavior and unsettle them. It forces them to confront themselves, often leaving them frustrated or off balance. So in business, in negotiations, mirror the other party's tone or their tactics. It exposes their strategy and forces them to rethink, often giving you leverage. And in life, when dealing with manipulative people, calmly reflect their behavior back. It unsettles them and prevents them from controlling the narrative. So I have a surprise today, and I hope you like it. So that's today's book club law. Proof that laws shape us, inspire us, and remind us of our power. But laws don't stop the page. Starting today, I bring the streets to life, utilizing the laws of power we've learned, all the laws of power that we have learned. So welcome to the Street Lit Chronicles. Here, the stories hit harder, the dramas run deeper, and the queens and hustlers remind us that power isn't just theory, it's lived. So buckle up. The book club feeds our mind, but the street lit feeds our soul. So, going into the Street Lit Chronicles, I'll tell you this. It's about queens don't just rule, they reign. And in the streets, every crown comes with a cost. So welcome to Street Queens, the saga where loyalty is tested, rivalries are born, and legacy is written in blood, sweat, and ambition. So in this world, power isn't handed down, it's taken. Every queen fights to protect their throne, her family, and her name. Some rise with grace, others with grit, but all know one truth. The streets never forget. From generational battles to new hustlers on the rise, Street Queens is more than a fiction. It's survival, it's drama, it's empowerment told through the voices of women who refuse to be silent. Now, this is about 4 women, 4 crowns, one city that thinks it's still run by kings. Tonight, the queens step back on the block and they're ready to rewrite the rules. Episode 1, The Rise of the Queens. So tell me if you know who these 4 women may represent or could represent. So it's a short snippet. The night air smelled of gasoline and ambition. Street lights flickered like tired eyes, casting long shadows across cracked pavement. The block was alive, engines rambling. In the distance, bass thumping from passing cars, whispers floating through alleyways. This wasn't just another night, it was the beginning of something bigger. Tasha leaned against her black SUV, posture sharp, gaze sharper, and general surveying her battlefield. She wasn't just hustling, she was building an empire. Keisha sat on the hood, counting cash with precision like a banker. Her nails clicked against each bill like a metronome. Each sound, a reminder that money wasn't just survival anymore, it was power. Keisha smirked, eyes never leaving the sack, saying, "We ain't just surviving anymore, y'all. We run this." Mariah's gold hoops caught the streetlight as she flashed a smile sharp enough to seal deals. Charm was her weapon, and tonight she wielded it like a blade. She was closing a deal that would put her crew on the map, her voice smooth, her presence magnetic. And Simone stood silently apart, quietly calculating. In her hands was the blueprint, not just paper, but vision, expansion, and legacy. She saw behind the block, behind the hustle, into a future where their names weren't whispered, but spoken with respect. This wasn't just a sit down with outsiders. This was a council of queens, for women, for crowns, claiming their block as the foundation of the empire. But the streets weren't silent. Whispers of their rise had already reached the old kings, men who believed crowns belonged only to them. From the shadows, they watched. The kings dismissed these women as temporary noise, but deep down, they felt the shift. The city was hungry for change, and the queens were feeding it. Tasha lit a cigarette and said, "They think we temporary, but we permanent. Concrete don't crack easy." The crew nodded, each queen carrying her own weapon: strategy, money, charm, and vision. Together, they were unstoppable. They planned all night, but by morning, spray painted across the wall in black gold letters was a message that could not be ignored. Queens don't share crowns, and they don't share thrones. The war had begun. Just a little tidbit of what street lit is, what books that are considered urban fiction is, and how they read. So let me know what y'all think about that, and I'll continue. All right, on to our cause of the day, whether it's going to be our cause all week. The cause is Mental Health Awareness Week. This week, as the days get shorter and the holiday season begins to ramp up, our cause of the day focuses on something deeply personal and critically important: mental health awareness. The holidays are a time of joy, but for many, they bring increased stress, pressure, and feelings of isolation. That's why every day this week, we are dedicating time to shine a light on common mental health challenges, from seasonal struggles to anxiety and grief. I'll be breaking down symptoms, sharing prevention tips, discussing treatment options, and most importantly, giving you actionable resources to use for yourself or loved ones. I believe in the power of conversation. So let's break the stigma, learn together, and prioritize our mental well-being. So our actual cause under the Mental Health Awareness Week is called Seasonal Affective Disorder, or SAD. SAD is the type of depression that recurs annually, typically beginning in late fall or winter and subsiding in the spring. It is commonly linked to the decrease in natural daylight. Symptoms are persistent low mood, loss of interest in activities, increased need for sleep, craving for carbohydrates, weight gain, and feeling sluggish or hopeless. So prevention or coping: maximize exposure to natural light. Take a brisk walk outdoors, especially in the morning. Keep a regular sleep schedule, and maintain social connections even when you feel like isolating. So treatment has often been used or prescribed by doctors, has been light therapy or phototherapy using a specialized light box, talking therapy, which is either counseling or CBT, and in some cases, medication, antidepressants, as prescribed by a doctor. And resources, of course, would be just consult your physician about first vitamin D supplement or the light therapy lamps, and they would be able to diagnose which one should be used for your certain situation. But the main focus here is consult your medical professional. All right, on to today in history, November 24th. In 1859, Darwin publishes on the original of species. Charles Darwin's groundbreaking book introduced the theory of evolution by natural selection, transforming biology and sparking global debate. In 1863, the Battle of Lookout Mountain, known as the Battle Above the Clouds, Union forces captured Lookout Mountain near Chattanooga, Tennessee, breaking the Confederate siege. And in 1971, D.B. Cooper hijacking. A mysterious hijacker parachuted from a plane with $200,000 ransom and vanished, becoming one of America's greatest unsolved cases. All right, on to our African American history for today. In 1965, Mobutu Sese Seko seizes power in Congo. While not African American, this event deeply influenced the African diaspora. Mobutu's authoritarian rule became symbolic of Cold War struggles in Africa and shaped the Pan-African political thought. In 1868, Scott Joplin's ragtime legacy begins. On this date, Joplin's early works began circulating, marking the rise of ragtime as a uniquely African-American art form that bridged classical traditions and Black musical innovation. And in 1956 was Terry Lewis's production era. The later influence of Terry Lewis, co-founder of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, transformed R&B and pop, showing how African-American producers reshaped global music. I didn't even know he was that old, or that mature, let me say. African-American scientists and inventors. First up, we have Bessie Blount Griffin. Inventor, nurse, and physical therapist, Griffin pioneered assistive devices for amputees after World War II. Her electric self-feeding apparatus allowed wounded veterans to eat independently. Though the U.S. Veterans Administration declined her invention, she licensed it to France in 1952, proving that a Black woman can invent something for the benefit of mankind. Patricia Bath, ophthalmologist and inventor of the laser phaco probe, Bath revolutionized cataract surgery. She was the first African-American woman doctor to receive a medical patent and founded the American Institute for the Prevention of Blindness in 1976. Also, we have Harold Amos, microbiologist and educator. Amos became the first African-American department chair at Harvard Medical School. His research advanced understanding of bacterial metabolism and virology, and he mentored generations of scientists. All right, on to our Back to Roots segment. Today, we are spotlighting Yoruba religion, or Orisha. Today, we journey into the Yoruba religion, one of Africa's most influential spiritual traditions. At, at its heart are the Orisha, divine beings who embody forces of nature and human virtues. Each Orisha governs a specific aspect of life. Shango rules thunder and justice, while Oshun represents love, fertility, and rivers. The Yoruba believe that balance and respect for ancestors are essential to harmony. Rituals include drumming, dance, and offerings, all designed to connect the living to the spiritual world. This tradition traveled across the Atlantic during the African diaspora, influencing religions like Santeria in Cuba and Candomblé in Brazil. The lesson of Orisha is clear. Nature and humanity are intertwined, and spiritual power flows through everyday life. All right, on to our fact or fiction for November 24th. Today, we're looking at the JFK assassination conspiracies. Few events in American history have generated more speculation than the assassination of President JFK. On November 22nd, 1963, Kennedy was shot in Dallas, Texas. The Warren Commission concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, firing 3 shots from the Texas School Book Depository. But almost immediately, doubts arose. The so-called magic bullet theory suggested one bullet caused multiple wounds, leading to many to question the official account. Some point to Oswald's ties to Cuba and the Soviet Union, while others suspect organized crime or even rogue elements within the CIA. Decades of investigations, including the House Select Committee on Assassinations in the 1970s, found evidence of a possible conspiracy, but no definitive proof. To this day, the JFK assassination remains a symbol of mistrust in government and the enduring power of unanswered questions. So the fact remains, JFK was assassinated on November 1963, and Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested. Fiction or conspiracy, claims of CIA, mafia, or Cuban involvement remain unproven. The magic bullet theory is controversial, but part of the official record. So our verdict, it's a mix of facts and conspiracy theory. All right, so what's the word? You asked, we heard. Today, our focus is on the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, a region between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has fascinated the public for decades with tales of ships and planes vanishing without a trace. Famous cases include the disappearance of the USS Cyclops in 1918 and the Flight 19 in 1945. So popular theories, alien abductions, Atlantis energy fields, and time warps. Scientific explanations, violent weather, rogue waves up to 100 feet, methane gas eruptions, compass anomalies, and human error. So reality check, studies by the NOAA and Lloyd's of London show the Bermuda Triangle is statistically no more dangerous than other busy ocean regions. So despite debunking, the myth persists because mystery and folklore are more captivating than mundane explanations. There you are, Reginald, your explanation of the Bermuda Triangle. All right, our tech tip of the day is optimize AI tools with context engineering. When using AI assistants or generative tools, provide clear background details before asking for output. For example, instead of saying, write me a post about fitness, say, write me a 200-word Instagram post about beginner fitness tips for women over 40, focusing on motivation and safety. Why it matters? Context engineering saves time, reduces errors, and ensures AI delivers results closer to what you actually want. In everyday life, this means better emails, smarter research, and more accurate creative drafts. All right, our finance tip of the day: automate your savings. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account into a savings or investment account right after each payday. Even small amounts, $25 to $50, add up over time. Automation removes the temptation to spend and builds consistency. Studies show people who automate save 20 to 30% more than those who rely on willpower alone. So in daily life, this means building an emergency cushion without thinking about it. All right, our fun fact of the day is turkeys can see better than humans. Wild turkeys have excellent vision. They can see 3 times better than humans and have a 270-degree field of view without even moving their heads. This ability helped them survive as prey, spotting predators from very far away. Our fun holiday of today is we celebrate your unique talent day. So today is a day to embrace whatever quirky or special skill you have, whether it's singing, cooking, juggling, or storytelling. The holiday encourages self-expression. It reminds us that individuality is worth celebrating. So social media challenges often pop up on this day, with people posting videos of their hidden talents. All right, our daily quote today is from Aesop. Quote, gratitude turns what we have into enough, end quote. Aesop's fables often remind us that contentment is the foundation of happiness. So just be content. All right, on to our music and entertainment section. Today we have Myra Brock Akil, creator of Girlfriends, The Game, and Being Mary Jane, received the Norman Lear Achievement Award at the Producers Guild Awards. This recognition celebrates her impact on Black storytelling in television, and spotlighting her role in shaping narrative that center around African American women and culture. All right, in our celebrity gossip today, we have Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker split. After 11 years of marriage, Kandi Burruss confirmed she and Todd Tucker have separated. The Real Housewives of Atlanta shared that they are stepping into a new chapter, sparking conversations across social media about love, longevity, and the reality TV marriages. I mean, when you're on reality TV, you know, something's gonna happen, especially in your marriage, because too much stuff come out. All right, on to our celebrity birthdays. Today we have Carmelita Jeter. She's 46 today. She's the Olympic sprinter known as the fastest woman alive, winning gold at the 2012 London Games. Also, we have Dawn Robinson. He's 57, singer and founding member of En Vogue, later part of Lucy Pearl. We also have Jimmy Graham. He's 39, NFL tight end, best known for his time with the New Orleans Saints. And Oscar Robertson is 87, NBA Hall of Famer, nicknamed the Big O, first player to average a triple-double. All right, on to our lifestyle segment. Today we have an old-fashioned favorite soul food recipe of the day, which is smothered turkey wings. Our beverage pairing for it is sweet tea with lemon. All right, our men's health tip today is stretch daily to improve flexibility and reduce risk of injury. And my extra tip is go to the doctor. It's almost the end of the year. Make those appointments to get those annual physicals out of the way, gentlemen. Women's health tip of today is track your iron intake. Leafy greens and beans help prevent fatigue. Our relationship tips today for couples is practice gratitude. Thank your partner for small daily acts. In friendships, send a quick thinking of you text to maintain bonds. Co-workers, share credit on projects that you have built together, which will help build trust. And in family, create a weekly check-in to stay connected. Our household chore of the day is deep clean the refrigerator, toss expired items, and wipe down those shelves. And lastly, we have our daily horoscopes, always starting with Aries. Aries, energy surges today. Channel it into finishing tasks before the holiday rush. So today, do channel energy into finishing tasks. And your don't is don't rush decisions. Patience brings better results. Taurus, patience pays off. Financial choices should be steady and deliberate. Do review your budget carefully, but don't overspend on impulse buys. Gemini, conversations spark inspiration. Listen closely for hidden opportunities. Do engage in meaningful dialogue, but don't scatter your focus across too many projects. Cancer, family ties strengthen. Emotional grounding comes from loved ones. Do reach out to family, but don't retreat into isolation. Leo, spotlight finds you. Share gratitude and warmth. Do lead with generosity, but don't seek validation from anyone. Virgo, organization clears mental clutter. Tidy your space with clarity. Do declutter your environment, but don't overanalyze minor flaws. Libra, balance relationships by giving equal time to friends and family. Do restore harmony in connections, but don't avoid tough conversations. Scorpio, intuition is sharp. Trust your instincts in personal matters. Do follow your gut, but don't hold grudges. Sagittarius, adventure calls. Explore new ideas or plan a trip. Do embrace curiosity, but don't ignore responsibility. Capricorn, career focus intensifies. Small steps today build long-term success. Do stay disciplined, but don't overwork without taking breaks. Aquarius, innovation flows. Share your creative vision with others. Do collaborate on new ideas. Don't dismiss traditional wisdom. And Pisces, emotions run deep. Channel them into art or journaling. Do express yourself clearly, but don't bottle up your feelings. All right. On tomorrow's show, it's Tell Me Something Good Tuesday, where we'll have more uplifting stories, a credit report check for your wallet, collard greens with smoked turkey in lifestyle segment, and the latest buzz from Offset and Cardi B. So at this time, I would like to thank our sponsors. We're shouting out Bello Burn Hot Sauce. Add some fire to your plate. RAS Herbals, Heal Natural, Live Vibrant. And Clarion Candles, where peace meets scent. All right, our announcements today are Lux Radio and Pathways to Promise are hosting Rise Up Jamaica benefit concert, which will be held this Friday, November 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Lux Radio Network. The concert is free, but you must have a ticket to watch. So you should go to luxradio.com, click on the events tab, and grab your ticket. There will be numerous performances and other surprises. So make sure you tune in and watch for flyers regarding the benefit concert on all platforms. And you'll hear me again repeat it from now until up to the morning of. Also, Lux Radio is having a Christmas concert next month on December 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Lux Radio as well. That concert also is free, but you do need to register for that in the same manner as the Rise Up benefit concert. All right, so that's how we kick off a Motivational Monday, y'all. Strong, bold, and unapologetically unstoppable. So just start your week. Own it. Own every bit of it. So until tomorrow morning, family, this is your girl, Mel B, saying stay fly, stay grounded, And don't let nobody dim your light. Period.